Brewers and Reds in Cincinnati. Paul Wilson winless in his last 5 starts. Top of the second, 1-0 Crew. Bill Hall called up earlier this week. Into the gap, Keith Osick. He'll plate. Hall ends up with a triple. His first hit of the year. 2-0 Milwaukee. Top of the 6th, 3-2 Brewers. 2 on for Hall. He doubles. Keith Ginter scores. 4-2 Brewers. What a game for Billy Hall. Same inning, 5-2 Brewers. Richie Sexton. He singles. DeAngelo Jimenez. Diving stop, but he can't make a play. Hall scores. Sexton with his 73rd rib. 6-2 Brewers. Hall 2 for 4, 2 RBI, 2 runs. Brewers win 6-4. Brewers improve to 12-2 when Wayne Franklin starts. Milwaukee defeats Cincy for the first time in 6 tries this season. U.S. Cellular Field, Indians, White Sox, Frank Thomas and the boys have hit 24 homers in their last 8 games. Bottom of the first, man on for the hurt. Taking Jason Davis. Large left, 2-run potato, 2-0 Chi-Town. Next batter is Maglio Ordonez. Again, he gets to Jason Davis. This one on a rope. Solo to left, 3-0 for the home team. Bartolo Colon, meanwhile, winless in 7 starts. Top of 2, Bartolo K's Travis Hafner. Colon gets Johnny Peralta, gets John McDonald. Former Canadian Prime Minister gets Jody Garout. He retires 17 straight through 6. White Sox take it 5-2. The Herd has 91 first-inning home runs in his career. Tribe's 41-59 record. Their worst at the 100-game mark in 12 long years. There was another deal today in the majors with the Yankees acquiring veteran lefty Jesse Orosco from the Padres. The 46-year-old numbers this season, well, they aren't all that great. He's 1-1 with a 7.56 ERA, but the attraction is this. Left-handed batters are hitting just .228 against him. Cardinals and Orozco's old team, the Padres. Look at Jesse, though. Still in a Padre uniform. Jesse, get out of there. You're supposed to be on your way to New York. Bottom of the first, Rondell White singles off Jeff Facero. Gary Matthews Jr. scores 1-0 Pods. Orozco still looking comfortable in Padre blue, taking his time getting to the apple. Top of 6, scary moment. Pujols hits one to shallow left. Gary Matthews and Rondell White collide. White got a foot in the face here, but he would be okay. Padres management obviously a little lazy. Jesse Orozco still chewing the wad in the bullpen. Top of 9, 3-2 Padres. Tying run on second, Orlando Palmeiro. Slow bouncer, Mark Loretta charges. Nice play, gets the out at first. Meanwhile, finally, Jesse says goodbye to the Padres and hello to the Yankees. 3-2 San Diego, trimming St. Louis. Facero last 4 innings, striking out 7, has not won a start since August 9th, 2000. Cardinals have placed right-hander Matt Morris on the 15-day DL with his fractured right index finger. Morris was hurt when he was hit by a line drive Monday night. He's expected to miss 3 to 6 weeks. Morris is 8-6 so far this season. His ERA is 4.16. Basketball again now. Houston center Yao Ming has suffered a minor injury. Yao broke a bone above his left eye and suffered a cut which required 8 stitches. The injury happened while Yao was working out with the Chinese national team. He will take about a week to recover and will likely miss some of the team's exhibition games against a traveling NBA All-Star squad. Classy move today by Vince Carter. The Raptors guard is donating 1,000 tickets for his annual charity game to Toronto healthcare workers affected by the SARS outbreak. The game takes place August 1st in Toronto and will feature All-Stars Sean Marion along with fellow Raptors Jerome Williams and Mo Peterson. The game raises money for local children's charities. Washington Wizards today signed point guard Gilbert Arenas to a 6-year offer sheet worth about $65 million. The 21-year-old was named the league's most improved player last season, averaging 8 points and 6 assists a game as he helped lead Golden State back to respectability. Meantime, the Warriors wasted no time in finding a replacement for Arenas. The team has reached a deal with a free agent, Speedy Claxton. No terms were released. Claxton was Tony Parker's backup last season with the NBA champion Spurs of San Antonio. We've told you about a couple of trades for Major League Baseball tonight. You can bet there will be plenty more in the next few weeks. It's just that time of year when teams either look to upgrade their lineup for the stretch run or start thinking about next year and try to dump some big salaries. Marty York has the latest from the MLB trade rumor mill in tonight's York Report.
The York Report with Marty York. Some rumors for you today on the York Report, and these are more probable than possible. Now, first off, I'm told Blue Jays GM J.P. Ricciardi is trying to figure out ways to obtain talent once again from Oakland. The targets of his interest, sources say, are a couple of pitchers, 25-year-old right-hander Aaron Harang and 27-year-old lefty Ted Lilly. Both pitchers have ERAs over 5.20 this season, but the sources say their numbers aren't discouraging Ricciardi from trying to work out a deal before the end of July. Now, in order to acquire one of the two pitchers, Ricciardi may have to give up a pitcher he previously obtained from the A's, Corey Lytle. Speculation is strong that the Cardinals, because of the health problems they have with their starting pitchers, are trying to obtain Lytle, and that a three-way deal is possible. Lytle or maybe Kelvin Escobar to St. Louis, outfielder J.D. Drew to Oakland, and either Harang or Lilly to Toronto. So watch for that. And also watch for the Orioles to do some wheeling and dealing in the next few days. Melvin Mora is having a career year, but the Baltimore Brain Trust doesn't think there's much upside to the 31-year-old utility man, so look for him to be traded shortly to Los Angeles for third baseman Adrian Beltre. Juan Gonzalez, by the way, probably will wind up in Kansas City. The Royals have been baseball's story of the year because of the success they've enjoyed with their puny budget, but they're trying to beef up for the stretch run with an expensive player, and I'm told Gonzalez will not use his no-trade clause to veto a trade to KC. He nixed previous deals to Montreal, Arizona, and the Dodgers because of his desire to remain in the American League. With the York Report, I'm Marty York. See you tomorrow on the Extra Point.
Eric Crouch has quit the NFL for the second time in 11 months. The former Nebraska Cornhusker walked away from the Packers Tuesday for personal reasons. Essentially, it's the same reason he left the Rams last year. The team wanted him to be a receiver, not a quarterback, a decision that didn't sit well with the 2001 Heisman Trophy winner. You have to think it's just a matter of time before he tries the CFL. Houston Texans quarterback David Carr will have a new target next season. Andre Johnson, third overall pick in this year's NFL draft, has agreed to a 6-year, $39 million deal. The former Miami Hurricane should bolster a Houston receiving corps that ranked dead last in the NFL last season.
Andre Johnson, Conine chasing at the wall, leaping, and he brings it back.
We go over the top on the plays of the day coming up